I don't know if they're there just yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot more waffles than I thought. God mode, apparently.
What?
God mode, that's what it says, God mode.
Oh, that's Tashi. That's
Yes.
one of the guys.
Yeah, I know. I've got eyes. You've got 16 people watching you make waffles, babe.
I am here for waffles. You guys are here for waffles.
I'm gonna
I've
leave.
got buttermilk stuff that apparently wife can't have. Because lactose.
Wife's going to bed. Wife works.
It exists.
Wife's not on vacation yet.
It's a dome. Everything.
It is stick-free or non-stick, so you don't have to coat it in butter.
Okay.
And it shouldn't stick. And it should be fairly easy to understand. It does not have a timer.
Right.
It usually takes about a minute to a minute and a half to cook.
Okay.
So,
Not long.
no, not particularly long. I would say a minute and a half to two, maybe.
Alright, well I think we're going to start with the mix.
It's my waffle bowl maker, so yes, I have to tell him how to use it, because if I go to sleep and he breaks it, he's got to buy me a new one.
Happy
It was
anniversary.
for my birthday. Now I really... You're going to make... Oh, God. Alright.
Oh, you've got other waffle makers. There's a Belgian one and there's Captain American.
I love you. Do whatever you want. You're cleaning it up. Live your life.
I will clean it up. I will. As well as the other dishes that we've got here. Love you. Thank you. Cap's in here, isn't he? I thought Cap was in here, but apparently there's question. You don't need to open this, right? Still looking for Captain. Tell me if we need to make this, guys. If we need to make something with these. Come on, where are you at? Up. He's got to be around here somewhere. I don't see him on the top of the fridge. Where did Cap go? That is a huge problem. Can you get in here somehow? You guys are going to get to know our kitchen better than we do, I think, at this point. Oh, you found him?
Hiding between the tea and the pistachios.
Yay!
Dusty.
Dusty. Alright, this guy's going to need to get cleaned.
Okay.
Good old Captain
now that
America.
I've outpuffled the puffle.
You win. Alright, so did we have a consensus on whether or not I should try to use...
Good night, baby, I love you.
Good night, love.
My computer still has your stream open, so when you finish, could you close it?
Should we make any of these? I will close it when I'm done. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
See you in the morning.
Get a see. I'm going to turn this around, guys. That way I can see you guys. I've got this fun contraption that I was given for Christmas. Didn't realize just how much I was going to get out of it. So let's see. Gonna do some. Got buttermilk for our. Got some buttermilk pancake mix we're going to be using for our stuff tonight. So I think I'm going to go, let's try 1 cup. Let's go crazy. We'll go 2. We'll go 2. So they aren't going to be Mickey Mouse pancakes, however, but I saw it and thought it'd be funny if they're pancake pops. So I thought it'd be funny if we had some. If we have any pancake mix left over, I'll break it out of its box, fresh, crisp, brand new, and we will do what we must. Wow. It's really just 2 cups of this, so literally if we don't have enough, I can't make any more. All right, get that mixing action going.
Okay, but
I don't know how much you guys really need to see this part. This is not.
yes, my frilly nightgown. You need a little more water in there, babes.
Yeah.
Key is to add them a little by little, so you get the consistency you want. Anyway, when this is all over, would you make sure to when you make sure this is all over, will you send me this box so that I can show my mom to prove that we've used all of the stuff she sent us in one video. Okay, I love you.
I think this is a poor choice. I should have used a spoon because it's literally all just trapped in the.
Yeah, I would not have wished it, but I wasn't here in the utensil section, so obviously. If I turn this off, it's just gonna mess with your look.
I think it won't.
Okay. Actually, looks a little better for me.
Okay, so I need to free this stuff because I fucked up. So I think one of my favorite pancakes I used to have as a kiddo was actually those little tiny M&Ms. Those were the shit. Had a bunch of those, like way more than probably needed to be in there. Yeah, it was a whiskey decision. I'll show other whiskey decisions, but that probably wouldn't be, super appreciated on Twitch streams, except for those that involve lots of alcohol content, in which case those streams would probably love me. Come on. There we go. I think I pretty much got this whisk under control, and we're going to just use this for the time being. Yeah, whole tube of M&Ms in my pancakes. Well, it's like we had it. It wasn't even like my my grandmother, my mom, or whatnot, or anybody in my family that made them. My favorite place was this one place that Martha bought. They they had it at this one restaurant, and I was this little tiny kiddo, and I think I should have known I was going to be some sort of personality when I, as this tiny kid, decided, and it's not even like, it's like a little tiny diner, not like anything like an IHOP or anything like that, like a mom and pop's. And I was like, I want to send my compliments to the chef for my M&M M&M pancakes. And I don't remember it now. My grandmother remembers it better than I do, and it's one of the few things that she does remember. And it's fantastic. Of just me wanting to meet the chef and be like, I love these pancakes. I'm 10 years old. I probably wasn't even 10 at that point. I was like probably a little younger than that. Alright. Love you too, hon. Alright, so Captain America needs to be number one. Because he is. And I gotta say, right now, my back is killing me because I've been sitting streaming for the last near 3 hours, and then I come up here and I'm standing and I'm bending over and whew. Alright, let's see. So I got this going at a pretty good consistency. I should probably wash out Captain America a little bit. Get it. Take a nice wet rag to it because it's been sitting a little while. We haven't had a chance to use it. So at the very least, it's got like some, dust, bacteria, and whatnot. Get some of that dust out of here before it starts burning up. Get these things going. I can't remember if if the Captain America is a non-stick as well. All right, let's see if I can get you guys into good pouring positions to see this. All right, this is going to be weird. I am now wearing you guys around my neck. I'm not very familiar with Captain America and stuff and comic books. Most of what I get either comes secondhand knowledge through the internet or my wife, who's far more into comics than I was. I mean, I love the idea of the superhero, but as a nerd, I'm pretty sad because I think the only comic book I ever owned is a Star Wars comic, and it's not a bad one. It's one of these early ones. It's supposed to be like before like Revan and the Jedi and the Sith, and it's about the Brotherhood of Light versus the Brotherhood of Evil or whatnot. It's the like early Republic, and it introduced this one interesting weapon. Called the Thought Bomb. But I thought it was very interesting. Let me see if I can make some room for one. It was one of those things of it only killed Force sensitive people, and there was only so many that it actually affected, and it left like 3 people alive. But it was, it was an interesting comic, which is no longer even in, the canon, because they did the whole thing where Star Wars got the axe from Disney. So none of it matters now. Okay, good. All right. Let's get these open. Okay, can I move this over here a little bit? Let's see if I can do this with the front mount that I've got going on right now. Alright, don't want too much, because then it starts going over. See right there, just pour it through the first ring, And then down. This one I'm less familiar with. Like Lauren was saying, I've never used this one before. But again, it's probably going to be the same principle. Don't pour too much in there because it expands as it cooks. You can already see it going now. So, but this one, unlike Captain America here, cap does not have a latch on it. So it will rise up and push up against the top of the lid. Yeah, well, you know what? I had the tools available to me, and I think I used them pretty well. All right. Let me get my fingers clean real quick. Where did I put that rag? All right. Get my fingers clean of some of this batter that I've got on here. And I should have probably done this a little earlier. I have some juice, but I think I'd like to save it. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? I've got grown-up juice. I've got some grown-up juice. Some canned wine. Some simple wines. Grown-up juice, right? Let's see how this is doing now. Ooh, all right. Oh, well, that did not turn out as I hoped it would. Let's gotta get a fork. Don't look at my sink. Okay, Cap turned out a little smaller than I thought he would. Camera's getting in the visibility. This sucker tore in half. Not a good sign. Look at that. Poor waffle. Think maybe I overcooked it a little too much. Just a waffle crisp. Just a kind of waffle crisp right now. Yeah. All good. All's good. All right, so, see, but they need to go to bed. I told them I'd let them go to bed because they actually have to work tomorrow. My vacation officially started today. All right, guys, so do we want to try the waffle bowl one more time to get an actual bowl? I think I would want to do one more in there. Do we want to do another Captain America? Yeah. Well, I really want to do the bowl because we gotta get at least one of those right. So one more of each of these. So let's see if I can. Oh yeah, they're popping. Okay. Oh no, I was pouring it this way. Let me. Okay. And so that goes down, and then we kit it before it hits 1020. Okay, I don't know if we'll have enough for any Mickey Mouse waffles, but I think if you guys beg me another night, we can make some Mickey Mouse waffle pops with some, like, dip them in some syrup. Yeah, that seems like it's going to be pretty one-sided cap. You know, I don't know if I've got enough for, yeah, enough waffles in here. I wonder if I was to do something like... And then... No, okay. That's going to just fog up the screen. Oh. Come on. Nope, let go. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting that steam trying to bite my fingers here. Let's get Cap out first. He's... Definitely looks like a sort of end game. You know, most of the shield on the top is busted, but... You know, you still can recognize his Captain America's shield. I'm thinking, part of me is thinking that it might not be the waffle maker's fault, but the waffle maker's fault for what's going on with these waffle bowls. Because, I mean, the bowl itself is pretty much intact. You know what? I think I might. Let's throw these inside one another real quick. Alright, here we go. Come on, give me 1 second. Got a great idea. Okay, so Captain America there does need a syrup. Got some old-fashioned syrup here. But that's old-fashioned Captain America. My little bowl here Need something a little newer. Need some reduced price chocolate peanut butter ice cream. I did not imagine that this is where my stream is going tonight. That I have some breakfast fanatics coming in here and me giving them waffles. But I'm not saying I'm having a bad time. I now get waffles. Unlike most of the cooking shows that I've ever seen, I actually get to eat what was made during the production of this program. Unlike you guys, unfortunately. There we go. There we go. Waffle bowl and Captain America with our adult juice. I know tomorrow is Friday, but it feels like Sunday brunch already. Whew. All right. Well, guys, it has been a lot of fun. I'm going to have to go eat this now. How much of it do you guys want me to stream? I think I'll take a couple bites on stream before I vamoose. Hoo-ah. Well, clearly that's not going to do. Let me just adjust. It seems a bit much to cut into this waffle with a vegetable cleaver. But to bring one on at least on set, that's where we're going. Alright, so what is going on with you guys tonight? I'm making waffles. I never thought I would say that, in a post-Shrek era, and mean it. I never thought I would say it unironically. Yeah, no, it's a weird night to say the least, Toshi. But you know what? It's not a bad night. Weird doesn't automatically mean bad. It just means it's that direction you weren't expecting. All right. I'm definitely gonna have to give Pedor my compliments for everything that's happened tonight. Lots of fun. I got to talk about my wedding, got to talk to you guys about breakfast, got to play Ocarina of Time, I don't know how far I got actually, but first bite, here's to you guys. Oh yeah, that butter was the right choice to add onto this. Very sweet. Oh yeah. And of course, it's good maple syrup. It's not sugar-free. Oh yeah, no, I definitely think this waffle itself, it's cooked all the way through. It's not a whole waffle, as we talked before. It looks like an end game, This is Cap's Shield after it's broken a bit. But you know what? It tastes like it's been through the ringer and made it out pretty much intact. I would give my own personal rating for this. I'd give it a, 4 out of 5, a generous 4 out of 5. Definitely doesn't live without syrup, though, man. I'm a saucy guy. Oh, man, I am just shaking, man. All right. Fantastic. I'm excited to get into this one over here, though, the waffle bowl with the ice cream. You think I should move over to that one real quick? Should have added the tag like social eating. Yeah, I should probably at least try. Keep this over here to keep the camera balanced. As you can see, I put it in my own little ramekin here to essentially make sure that anything that falls or gets soggy and whatnot gets at least caught. So this one's going to be tough because I got to go through 2 layers of waffle. May not have thought that through. But is what it is, what it is. Maybe I should go from the outside in. Well, it's interesting because it's supposed to be a waffle bowl, so it's a vessel for a vessel for a vessel. I think I was like, was it Wargle that was saying, I put a waffle bowl in a bowl in a bowl? Or put a waffle bowl in a waffle bowl in a bowl. I gotta mix it up. That's what's gotta happen now. Else I can't get a real good bite. Because I had that first mess up secretly is in fact the key. Because it kind of gives it a mochi sort of experience. Where it's not exactly ice cream. It's not exactly a pastry. It's sort of in between. But instead of rice, it's buttermilk. Can I sell you on that? Oh, okay. Get a sharp spoon if you do this. Come on, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Because it's buttermilk, it can't really go wrong with whatever you pair it with. It's a waffle bowl, but it's rather than, you get that thin waffle bowl cone for ice cream, it's a full-sized one. So you definitely need like a spork, or you might one of the few times something in a bowl really, really needs a fork and a knife. Yeah, no, I mean, with the chocolate peanut butter flavor, it's supposed to be chocolate peanut butter. This is actually the fault of the ice cream itself, because it sells itself as, chocolatey peanut butter. And it's not. It's not. I had taken a couple bites of this previous, but it's more just chocolate, which isn't bad. I'm not saying chocolate's bad, but it sells itself as chocolatey peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter ice cream. It's not. It has a couple hunks of peanut butter in it. But I think this is its Red Dead Redemption. In that, we save that chocolate and we give it to something else that needs it. And this is one of the few times. I mean, I was talking earlier. I don't like cereal. Once it gets too much milk in there for too long, it gets soggy. And you don't want tiny little chunks of wheat to get soggy. This buttermilk, huge chunks of wheat, needs to get soggy, needs to get something moist in it. In the case of this waffle over here, it's got all that butter, it's got all that syrup over here, melted ice cream. Did I have this food knowledge stuff and I didn't know it? I don't know. But the more I talk about it, the more I think I know. And the more I realize I need a goddamn chair. 1 second. Anyway, well, no, I don't need a chair because I'm about to pass out. I'm squatting here because I want to be at a good level for this. And I think the lower the camera goes, the better the level is. Because this light, it's a little intense, but I don't have anything to stop it right now. So I want to be here with you guys. But I'm having the problem of, getting that working. Because also this camera wants to be on the move. So let's widen the base of this thing. There we go. Now I don't need my other plates here of beautiful wafflery to hold down my my camera stand here. So do any of you guys play what games are out there besides, Legend of Zelda, of course, that I should know about, that you guys want to tell me about? I'd love to hear you guys' suggestions. I will say, I'm not really great at being competitive, and that I will try my hardest, I'll be slow, slightly stupid, and then when I fail, I'll get upset like a child. So, I'm a king. Right now I'm playing right now my more modern systems. I've got an Xbox One. Working on getting this Nintendo Switch to stream. And then of course I got a PC. The PC I would not suggest, mostly because I don't have enough RAM right now to do a lot of big games. So I got a lot of small games I like to play. But at the same time, it's not wired. So, yeah. I know the Switch is, it's something I'm trying to get back into. I've got a couple of games recently that I would like to play, with the wife. But also, with you guys as well, if, push comes to shove, comes to Waffles. Man, I did not realize I was going to be like Zombie Orpheus one day. End a good night with Waffles. Not really. Wife plays a little bit of Nintendo Switch. I've gotten them a little bit more into gaming, but unfortunately, their current main desktop is a MacBook, and that's not meant for gaming. But they still have some games that they like to play. Like they'll join me occasionally for Stardew Valley or Tabletop Simulator. But usually they'll be off camera when they're doing that with me, because we've got my system is more permanently fixed downstairs, and theirs is more mobile upstairs. Ah, man, I've heard that's a good one. I mean, I was seeing that one, a couple of years ago was still selling for $60 for the for the Nintendo for the Wii, like 3 years ago, for still like $60. Ah, Wargley, you and I would get along so well. I love Fallout. I don't know if you saw one of the ducks. One of the rubber ducks I've got downstairs is a Fallout Power Armor rubber duck. I want to say it's the T. I want to say it's like the T45, T51. It is my favorite rubber duck at this point. But for our anniversary, my wife did get me a bunch of new ones of the same brand, tubs. I haven't played Fallout. Yeah, it's. Toshi, have you tried any of the Fallout? Or when you did play, did you play any of the DLC for it, the expansions, like Point Lookout, Operation Anchorage? What are the other ones? Mothership Zeta. Those are just the ones that come to the top of my mind. Those are the big ones, I believe. Yeah, Point Lookout, Operation Anchorage, Mothership Zeta. Oh, the Pit? What was the Pit? Yeah. No, I think yeah, I think I got that one as well. Or not got that. I had something like that happen as well, where I had gotten all the DLCs and I wanted to play them, and then my game became stuck in a particular place. It was constantly crashing at the end game. But I had Broken Steel. That's the one that lets you keep playing. So I had Broken Steel and I wanted to play it, but you can't play it until you beat the game. And so I'm in the part where it's like you've got to go to the project New Water, water, the Clean Water Project was. You had to go to that, beat the guys there, and whatnot. And I kept walking into it, and the game would crash. And I tried doing a whole bunch of different steps to undo it, but nothing worked. And then I even like reset my game, tried to like do a quick speed run beat, and it was like the game itself fully was broken at that point. So once I entered into oh man, it's at the tip of my tongue. Once I entered into like the main room of the Jefferson Memorial, it broke. So, wasn't happy, but I have eventually gotten back to it and gotten to play it. Unsurprisingly, as a stealth sniper. Uh, yeah, New Vegas. I love New Vegas, Toshi. I gotta check my battery power because my phone is not as well charged as I was hoping it was gonna be. But yeah, no, I love New Vegas. It's a really good one. If I could, I would. I'm really bad at mods, and I would love to play New Vegas with a bunch of mods, and get all this stuff that people, because they took a lot of great mods from New Vegas and put it into Fallout 4, and I love a lot of the mod, the ability that you've got, the flexibility that you've got in Fallout 4, except for the fact that the role playing in there is not found. It's one of those things of I don't even know why I'm the one that's complaining about it, because I am terrible at playing a bad person in video games. I never blew up Megaton. Yeah, I never blew up Megaton in Fallout 3. The big bad decision of, you have a chance to blow up a nuclear bomb in the first town you go to. Do you take it and destroy the town? No, I never did that, and I think I was talking about it a couple times today, where the most intense decision that I've made, or not most intense, most intense focus on playing an evil character I've had was in The Sims. I for some reason have just unhinged myself in The Sims recently, and have been playing a character who just enjoys rampant chaos and, causing people harm. I've been going into every single house and building that I can and turning every toilet into a fountain of debris. Sprayed graffiti everywhere. Purposely, I've went down this, like, playing Sims 4. You can get a thing where you can get a freeze rate, and I've been freezing several coworkers of mine. Ugh. Let's see, Fallout 4, couldn't get enough of where I could go into town square, fart and shit your pants until the cops came for you. Did they come for you? I don't know. That's nothing that I never actually tried that. I know the fart emote, and I gotta say, fantastic choice of Fallout 2, Toshi, or Fable 2. And Fallout 2 is good too as well, but Fable 2, one of my favorite of the trilogy. I loved the ability to just freely choose what emote you're doing, rather than the other two where it was like, oh, you can just randomize, it's a good or bad emote. But yeah, no, Fable 2 was a very good title, and I love it. And I'm hoping to see something like it with Fable 4 that's coming out. I don't know if you saw. Did you guys see the trailer for it? It was like last year during like Gamescom, I think, right? I still have more waffle. Yeah, Gamescom, they put out a new teaser trailer for Fable 4. And it looks like they're going back to their roots of less steampunk and more medieval magic nonsense. Because it kind of looks over at, an idyllic medieval village, and then pans and you see a fairy. They're just sitting there enjoying, being fine with themselves. And then the fairy is hit in the back with a frog's tongue and eaten by a frog. So it's definitely going to be some more medieval, fun magic and nonsense that we had in the first two games. I've had my waffles. I deserve my adult juice. I am big boy. Big boy make waffle, have adult juice now. And make sure that you guys see the pour. I mean, it is it's wine in a can, so at the very least, it can go into a wine glass. It actually does taste a lot better when you put it in here. It aerates a lot better. Actually, I don't even know if it's green. It's the glass itself that's green. One sec, I can grab you another one. Yeah, the glass itself is green. It kind of reminds me, there's a kind of glass that's out there called uranium glass that actually, speaking of Fallout, uranium glass, but it's actually a brighter green than this, and it glows in the dark, or not glows in the dark, glows under black light. Like very bright, crazy amounts of green. Oh yeah. I need to make sure I get through these waffles. Or should I ice cream? I should do the ice cream. So this is a wine. It's a mango wine, and I'm not sure if they actually used mangoes for it or what. But I'm all for it. It tastes fine. It's very sweet, and you're watching me eat it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm eating waffles. Though I do like jerky. I got this jerky from Etsy the other day. I want to say that it's like Charlie's jerky, and it's a very good, like, peppery teriyaki taste, and it's not overly tough. It's definitely very nice and like tender jerky, which is really good. Cosmic bowling. I think we went. My wife was not a huge fan of bowling, and I grew up on it. Both my dad and at the time, he was like 12 years old. I'm 15, and he's in a bowling league, and my dad's in a bowling league, and I'm there at the bowling alley with my thumb up my ass because I'm not good at bowling, and they both were. My dad was. He wasn't great, but he was good. He enjoyed it. It was almost more for the company, but they both had their own balls and shoes, and I'm there because I didn't think they could leave me there alone. I don't know. I went. I didn't participate because every lane was already occupied, so it was a bit of a, you know, weird thing. Speaking of weird things, so going through this bowl now, I've got the other bowl. It did the same thing, where it has an interior side. It has the interior of the bowl and the exterior of the bowl are now kind of like separate, and they're mixing together. It's weird. I've got a dry. Essentially, what I'm saying is I've got a dry outside and the soggy inside. So it's interesting. Definitely still tastes good. It tastes really good. If I get to do more of these streams, I'm going to be happy. My wife probably won't be, because I'm going to be up talking to the middle of the night. But we'll figure it out. Because my Twitter and my Facebook both say John Bosco Games. If I keep this up, it's going to have to be John Bosco Waffles. The Ecto Cooler? Yes, I was able to do that because I moved from instead of using my computer, I started streaming it from my phone, and it's an easy way of changing it whenever you restart a stream to go to food and drink. But my YouTube and Facebook folks are going to be very confused now that the stream's done. But then again, they weren't there to begin with. I don't know. It's all right. All right. Yeah. No, I've got. All right. So this is what's left of the bowl. Most of this is like the exterior of the waffle bowl. And you've got a couple pieces of the interior still left. But everything is pretty close to like slightly damp with chocolate ice cream. Ecto Cooler. What is Ecto Cooler? You've said that now twice, and I would like. Maybe that's what my Sunday morning stream should be. I just start doing breakfast streams. I would figure out a setup for the most part. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. Well, I'm pretty full up on waffle and adult juice. So I think I'm going to call it a night. But I'm going to see if any of my friends are still out there. And you can see if they can also do the same that I do. All right. I'm going to take you guys downstairs real quick. Hoo-ah. See, Ariel's still here. Ariel, say hi. All right, guys, you have been a lovely crowd, and this has truly been my best stream. I could not have done it without you. I think, Toshi, you said you like Red Dead. I'm going to throw you at, let's see. Have any of my friends on by chance? I'd rather not throw you guys at Techman. He does, Red Dead Redemption roleplay. And I've been watching him for a little bit. Yeah, no, I was really thinking about playing, joining their server. It's all PC, though, and my computer, as I've mentioned before, is not ready yet to take on any of the big games. And Red Dead Redemption, oh boy, that's a bigot. So yeah, I think I'll throw you guys at Techman. Well, the good news is I think Techman might run the stream. Oh, is this stream ending? Oh, come on. I'm really hoping he's not going to try and end his stream right now, because that would be bad. Oh, come on. The fact that it's not showing me his stream makes me think he is not there, and that I'm getting old information. Yep, he's off. Well, fuck. All right. um, in this case, I'm going to send you guys to the Oxcast. You don't really need the followers, but you know what? Do with it what you will. I think we're good for the night. Thank you guys for so much bringing me probably the best stream I've had in a long time. Here are ducks. Ducks galore. All right. Until then, guys, have a good night. Oh, I don't know until then, but until the next time we meet, good night.